fighter jets, like legitimate Top Gun flying fighter jets that you can buy as a private individual for sale right now.
Coming in at the cheapest by far is the Aero L29. This fighter jet's cheaper than my Cherokee. I've seen these things listed all the time for $150,000, $200,000, flying, good condition, nice paint, and the whole bit. So it'll do about 350 knots. It'll get you about 500 nautical miles. Aero L39 Albatross. Relatively, I say cheap, it's still $300,000 or so. Aero L39 Albatross is a high-performance jet trainer developed in Czechoslovakia and designed during the 60s to replace the L29. It is primarily a trainer aircraft. We've got a turbofan engine putting out just under 4,000 pounds of thrust, so it's a little light on that. It's also a little light on the speed, 400 knots. That's still pretty fast, but for a fighter jet, I'm expecting a little something extra. And for 250 grand, you can have the Stars and Stripes. I love this thing so much. That is old school Americana. The North American F-86 Sabre. The FJ1 with some mods then became the XP-86 to be lighter and way faster than the Fury with an estimated top speed of 582 miles an hour. British fighter, it came out to be a fighter, but then they were like, hey, it's called a gnat, so we can't have a fighter jet that's a gnat. So they moved it to a trainer. Now, if they would have called it a Yellow Jacket or a Wasp or, even a Horsefly, then it might have made it as a fighter jet. 636 miles an hour, Mach 0.95, and you're looking at 10,000 feet per minute climb. That is fantastic. What I really love about it is the roll rate on this thing. It will do a full 360-degree roll in less than a second. What is this? It's a whole fleet of fighter jets. BAE Systems Hawk is a British single-engine jet-powered advanced trainer aircraft. First flown at Dunsfold, Surrey in 1974 as the Hawker Siddeley Hawk, low-cost combat aircraft. The Red Arrows use them as a display team. The max speed on this bad boy is Mach 0.84, which is 638 miles an hour. It is a supersonic jet fighter for 250 grand. For the best fighter jet for the dollar is the Comrade MiG-21, a max speed of Mach 2.05. Oh man, that's fantastic. That is the best money you can ever spend on an airplane. That is fantastic. They made almost 12,000 of these airplanes. The cabin is pressurized and air conditioned. The SK-1 ejection seat is connected with the canopy, and when it ejects, it makes a capsule around the pilot so he doesn't get torn apart whenever he ejects at supersonic speeds. And then right after the ejection, the capsule opens to allow the pilot and the parachute to come out and him to come down. And for the bargain price of $2.95 million, world's only privately owned F-4 Phantom. Supersonic! It set 15 world record in-flight performances, an absolute speed record, and altitude record. It climbed all the way to 98,557 feet. And then in September of 1960, it averaged 1,216 miles an hour. It is capable to carry 18,650 pounds of weapons, including air-to-air, air-to-surface missiles, unguided and guided, and, my favorite, thermonuclear weapons. I'm not a Russian, but those Russians, they're like the rednecks of the globe. I mean, you can buy one of their elite later model fighter jets. And here in America, land of the free, home of the brave, where can you buy an F-15 Eagle? I don't think so. But you can buy a MiG-29, which is basically their version of that. I know it's hard to buy that. MiG-29, you're looking at a single pilot, so you got one seat in this bad boy. And they're looking at just shy of 40,000 pounds for a max takeoff weight. They can hold 7,700 pounds of fuel. And they can burn through all that in about an hour. Top speed, 1,500 miles an hour. That's my favorite one on the list. Holy cow. The Su-27 entered into service in 1985 through our comrades, the Soviet Union. And the primary role was a long-range air defense against our F-14 Tomcats and the F-15 Eagles. They designed this Su-27 to be similar to the MiG-29, just bigger, because why not? Bigger is better. Let's do everything really big.